Wake up, grab a cup, tune in, gather round. It's coffee time with John and Christie now. From Mexico days to grandkids at play, we've got stories, laughs, and things to say. So sip that brew, let's talk a while. Life is sweet with a laid-back smile. One day a week, maybe two, you see. It's coffee time with John and Christie. We love our Mexico life. Grab your coffee, let's chat.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Why are we 1.5?
It's just because they're adding Instagram feed in there to show us what it would be like if we had Instagram. So if we had Instagram, you see the wall between us.
We would just get our shoulders.
Absolutely. Why Thursday? Because Christie was showing properties on Tuesday and yesterday. It just did not happen. Here we are today.
Yesterday I had to meet with clients in the morning.
Oh, that's true. You did have a gift to give.
Yes, for some sellers who are leaving and their property is closing. So I wanted to make sure that they had a little something to remember us by. So
Fascinating story there. We may have mentioned it. Kenzie did an open house at this property.
oh, that is strong coffee.
Nice.
Hokey.
One person came. That's all you need sometimes.
And they bought.
One person.
Yeah.
So
Pretty awesome.
real quick, before we start chatting about the old TV shows that we all know and like, this last few days has been very weird for me because, as some of you know, I've not been able to budge my weight. I mean, I've been mostly carnivore because for a time I was having carbs, and those carb days really messed me up. Even just a little bit of blueberries messed me up. So now I understand that my body, as an N of one, one person. But for me, the blueberries, not a good idea. The only thing that has changed in the last few days is yerba mate. Now, that has caused me to lose 5 pounds in 2.5 days. Like, it's just
And he
bizarre.
hasn't changed his eating. I mean, he's just eating straight up meat. But
yeah, that's all I eat now. And
yesterday he had leftover steak that he poured olive oil on and ate it.
Yeah.
Even though it had garlic butter on it already. He's a freak.
No.
Olive oil is very good for you. Good. Good olive oil.
The other thing is I'm using the Jogo straw. I don't know who these guys are. I think you bought this off of Amazon or something.
We bought them before we went
to Italy because the hope is that it's going to be like a mocha, not a mocha pot. The thing that you push down.
It's, French press.
French press. So this is what the straw looks like. It's got this.
It's got a rubber tip
so you don't burn your
mouth.
lips. But the filter, you can't even see how small these holes are. So this
hey Jeff,
yerba mate I have is incredibly fine. I've never had it this fine before. I got one from Uruguay. And boy, I love the flavor.
The flavor is
everything on this yerba mate is just
I haven't
yummy.
liked the other yerba mates that he's bought, but this one I do quite like. So I might start drinking it if it's making him lose weight that fast.
Yeah, but I don't, it might not be. It's bizarre because I'm on exactly the same food schedule I've been on for the last 3 weeks. Nothing has changed except the yerba mate. Mm-hmm. So I have no idea. Now, back to the television shows. When we were children, this is before we had the big screens and stuff. We had those little boxes, those 4x3.
They're called TVs.
And they had the deep tubes, and they could kill you. And the only reason I know that is when I was 12 years old, my parents went out. My brother and I are sneaking watching television.
Were you 12? You were that old and you did something that stupid?
No, Christie at 12. Come on, you ruled the world. So I'm 12 years old, and I'm reaching around the television. I can't remember what, but you have those little spots that you put your antennas on, the little things that you screw on. And when my fingers touched it, I've still got the scars. It electrocuted me. I had over 6,000 watts going through my body. All I saw was red, and my brother thought I was I was tricking or something, and he's laughing his head off. I burnt my arm so bad it wouldn't move for 3 months, and we had to go to the doctors to make sure that I was going to have full function of it again. But for 3 days, my arm just hung.
I think it affected his brain too, to be honest with you.
So my mom is like, "What's wrong with your arm?" And like, then I just started crying because it was kind of like I can't move my arm. So it was it was a scary time because first of all, should have been dead because you don't have 6,000 volts go through you and live, but I did. But I got the scar to prove it. It's just so funny. But back in those days, that 12-year-old,
Oh,
that's when I
boys.
first got my Atari. But I was thinking about it, the first TV show that I remember as a child, like loving and watching, was the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, Brent is on. He says, I laughed because I thought he was messing with me.
Yeah.
That explains a lot, John. That's from Jeff.
Thank you. But it was the Dukes
You can
of
tell the people that have known us a while.
the
Well,
Dukes
his brother, I mean,
the
obviously.
Dukes of Hazzard. Hands down my favorite TV show in that time. I've since watched it, still holds up. I mean, it's obviously hokey or whatever, but there's always a good guy, bad guy, a chase, car crashes. And when you're 7 to plus years old, that just rocks.
I will say one thing. We've been watching Perfect Strangers reruns, and I really don't like the character of Larry.
I know
mean,
he was
and
so cute at the
more-
beginning.
It's getting worse. I think I'm done with that
Yeah.
series, to be honest with you. Belky is hilarious, and Bronson Pinochet, or however you pronounce his name, was very funny.
He was very good.
His timing was spot on, but Larry is just getting really freaking irritating.
Yeah, and it was kind of embarrassing. We've told you guys we've watched Ghosts, and there's a character on there, and we're like, I've never seen this guy before. It was Cousin Larry,
Yeah,
and he's
as an old man.
As an old man. So, what TV shows did you watch as a child? What did you love? What is your favorite TV show that you remember as a child? What is the very first TV show you remember? What is your very first TV show that you remember?
I don't even know.
I don't know who you are
But
some
that kind of
days.
stuff, it doesn't stick in my head. To me, that's not important.
Because did you have a tablet and 2 cell phones and you're playing all 3 at the same time in those days?
Not then, no.
Yeah.
Now, because I don't like the shows you watch, I can do whatever I want.
It is a lie. So I watch stuff that everybody loves, like Whose Line Is It Anyways? We were watching last night. She's like, I didn't ever like that show.
They're so vulgar. It really is vulgar. It's so much suggestive, extremely vulgar.
I don't know.
Comedy.
We are looking for comments from you today also, favorite TV shows. Because we do have a place where you can watch those old TV shows now.
We have a place. It's called a TV.
No, but I loved Three's Company as a child.
Three's Company was funny.
But Three's Company, very vulgar.
It wasn't vulgar, though. It was suggestive, but it wasn't vulgar like what those guys say on that show, on the.
It kind of is true, but they're comedians in the moment, so it's very different because when
Battlestar
you're
Galactica is from Brent.
Oh, I loved Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
The original.
No, I think I'm just getting done with the extreme vulgarity of some of these shows.
Yeah. We get it. So now what shows did you? I can't remember.
Bluey.
Oh,
I love
Bluey.
Bluey.
Bluey is fantastical, but Bluey is modern.
Flintstones. Oh my gosh. I would come home from school for lunch. I would have a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup and or chicken noodle soup and watch the Flintstones.
See, you can remember things.
I need prompts from people I like, right, Jeff?
So please give her some more prompts. Help her out.
Well, Flintstones is a good one. I mean, I watched it every day. I got home just as it was starting, and I got to watch it while I ate lunch, and then I went back to school.
So what did you guys think when they rebooted Battlestar Galactica? Almost immediately after we moved to Mexico, they had rebooted it, and they made a Starbuck a girl. So it's just fascinating to me that people are like, oh, well, it's same as there's a...
Stargate, the first season, the first iteration of it was good.
Hands down, Stargate is the reason that we got a gray market satellite dish.
Yeah.
Like the reason that we got it.
So Mork and Mindy is another good one.
Oh, yes. I loved Mork and Mindy. Been watching had watched Mork and Mindy. And
but
it
again,
still holds up. But
it's
still
another one where it is just a little too much all the time. Those some of those shows. I mean, I get it; they're predictable.
He was
and blah,
high
blah,
on
blah.
cocaine while the show was being filmed.
Welcome Back, Carter, Laverne and Shirley.
Love Welcome Back,
Brent,
Carter.
I think you watched a lot of TV as a child.
No, but all the shows that he's mentioning, like Laverne and Shirley, was a well done series.
And it actually, Laverne and Shirley, I Love Lucy, those old ones that were not dirty, not suggestive. I mean, there was suggestiveness in all of them, but not to the extent that it's just so blatant and outright now.
Laverne and Shirley loved it, which was a spin-off of Happy Days, which ultimately Mork and Mindy was a spin-off of Happy Days.
Jeff
also.
is saying same. Tomato soup with grilled cheese as well. Too funny.
That is.
I knew I liked you, Jeff.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Yeah. We're the same age, so I mean, you're older.
We had
close to the same age.
white bread, salami, or not salami, sorry, white bread, bologna, and ketchup. That was kind of my.
We had our fair share of
thing.
bologna sandwiches too. I mean, my dad was a firefighter. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. We didn't have a ton of money, but we always had what we needed.
Yeah. I never had spam until I was like.
I never had to eat
10 years ago. Or
never
something.
had to eat liver.
Yeah, but spam is not terrible. It just turns out that we never had it as a kid, really. And there's ways that you can cook it. There's ways that you can cook anything that make it good.
No.
Sardines, got a good cooking recipe for sardines recently.
He has to buy
using
his own
a waffle iron.
He has to buy his own waffle iron. I'm not letting him use mine to make that.
She says it's going to be horrible. So what other TV shows?
Much older.
Knight Rider, great show from the 80s.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So we had
my
Knight
brothers
Rider.
really like, especially Rod, really liked Knight Rider, and you're Rod's age, so
there was Automan, which I think they only did one season. It was Desi Arnaz Jr.
I don't remember that one.
And he rode this, and he had a cursor. It was some kind of secondary character. The Incredible Hulk, same time as Dukes of Hazzard.
The Wild
Incredible.
Wild West. Mike said he used to watch it every Saturday with his dad.
I don't remember the Wild Wild West at all.
No.
But as a child, was not really a Western guy.
How many of you got up Saturday mornings and binged on all those stupid cartoons?
Of course. If you're a child of the 80s, even into
Lori,
the 90s.
Hi, Quinn.
It's only when television on demand happened that everything collapsed.
Yeah. I don't miss commercials.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We have not had a TV subscription, like to watch TV channels
since the 90s.
Yeah, because we've always done some form of either satellite or streaming. And
yep, no commercials. So I'm not brainwashed that way. Now the news, that brainwashes, yeah. But we won't talk about that. She says to me,
"Oh, look at you. I'm so proud of you."
Okay, back to TV shows.
This morning, he was saying, "Okay, this is what we're going to talk about today." I'm like, "Oh, that's a great
never
idea."
done this before. Like, we've never said this.
And he said, "Yeah, this is the first time that he's actually come." Well, we've had like mini topics, but nothing as in depth as this could technically go. I said, "You're just going to have to be careful because you can spin anything." Not spin it, but you can turn anything. And
okay. So we've got
Looney Tunes, Saturday morning cartoons, and a big bowl of Quisp cereal. Never heard of Quisp either, but you are American.
Yeah.
Us Canadians had limited options, especially as children.
We never had Wigwam chocolate bars. You had to go to the U.S. to get that kind of stuff.
Puffed wheat.
Yeah.
And my grandpa used to give me cornflakes and like half a cup of sugar on it. Cinnamon toast, not Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but you take white bread, because you can't have anything else, slather it with butter or margarine back in those days, bunch of sugar and cinnamon. That was yummy.
Why have we listened to the government?
Hi, Sheila.
It is only by listening to the government.
You can't not. Back to TV.
You mentioned cinnamon toast, and it destroys us now. White bread, white sugar, blah, blah, blah. It's terrible stuff.
Fruit Loops, those were a treat in our house.
Yeah, and this is before they used Red Number 40 and all the other
One
crap.
thing I loved was, what's the cereal in the red box? Like the heat stuff you heat up. Red Mill?
Oh, from Canada, from Red River.
Red River. Oh my gosh.
That
it was
really
like
was
a
good.
porridge.
But now it's covered in glyphosate.
But it was that was such a nice breakfast. Like that was one of my favorites.
Heading back to television. So
with buttered toast.
Jefferson's, All in the Family. My absolute favorite,
Jefferson's.
was the one with the junkyard.
I'm coming,
Red
Elizabeth.
Fox. Yeah, I'm coming, Elizabeth. What show was that? Come on, help us out here. Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Sons, that's right.
That show was freaking cutting edge, brilliant, amazing. And then, and I'm now blaming things on people, but I don't know if it's people that are
Cream
actually...
of wheat, never liked cream of wheat.
No.
Too mushy.
But, because when Obama came, all of a sudden all the racist crap came back. Really strange timing. But I'm wondering now if there are people that are controlling this to make us all fight amongst each other. So yeah, very intriguing to me. But I did love Sanford and Son. The comedy was so cutting edge. And he played this old man, but he was really in his 40s. Yeah, he was in his early 40s when he was Sanford.
So as we're talking about the shows that you used to like, what were your favorite meals as kids?
Peanut butter and jam. For me, that hands down. I mean, even today, it's like
peanut butter and jam. Well, I liked peanut butter and honey. You take the toast and then you put a little bit of salted butter on it. Then you put a lot of peanut butter and it's all melty. And then you mix the honey in. Or Rogers Golden Syrup was another one that we used to have in our house a lot. And so you do that on peanut butter toast. Oh my gosh.
So back to the government.
And then
no. I got to tell you. So whatever the government says to do the opposite. If they say don't do a thing, do it. Just do the opposite. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
We have been watching John's been watching a lot of stuff on Michael Jackson since we watched that.
I love Michael Jackson.
That
Michael's movie.
Which was quite good. You don't even have to be Mike is sending something. You don't even have. Oh,
he sent us an image.
It's a Quaker, but yeah, I've never seen that box before in my life. Mike.
It's crispy.
Quisp.
QUISP. Who knew?
Yeah. But
so yeah, I go through. There's many shows that just don't make the cut. So the Balky thing was interesting because that Family Matters came from there. Apparently, they spun off like 4 different series on that show. Mm-hmm. But Family Matters, I think, was the biggest one where Urkel came from.
Mm-hmm. And because we don't have like a satellite or a TV subscription, everything we watch is streaming, I don't even know what is popular now. Like, I don't know what people are watching. I mean, I know some of the things because people talk about, like Game of Thrones and...
Never saw it. Never saw Sopranos. Never saw Orange is the New Black. Never watched these great series that everybody says you must watch. We never have.
Yeah, we just haven't watched them.
It's the terrifyingness of beginning a new series. Because what if you like it? What if you're 3:00 in the morning and you can't go to bed? I mean,
Not that we've ever binged like that. No.
Oh, we have. And that is why I hate to get into series. I've now come to realize that I like reviewing the old stuff that we watched previously. And I remember some of the episodes, like the moments in time.
Yeah, some of the parts of the episodes, yeah.
The catchphrase, obviously catchphrases. That's one thing that doesn't happen anymore, that in the 70s and early 80s, there was always
No, because some of the things that they say you can't repeat in public.
Well, I love it when a plan comes together. A-Team, which is another great show from the 80s. It's lost a lot of its luster over the years.
Northern Exposure. That's another one.
That was a good show, but you had to be a little older. I think that was more the 90s.
Yeah, it was.
Exposure.
And we were older. That was from Mike.
And this is the thing, too, is that as we get older, our tastes change. And then the TV guys are like, okay, we've got to make a show for them. And they get really good at that. It's kind of like Carnival Cruises is kind of dialed into their average user. It's kind of late 30s, early 40s to 60s, mid 60s. And it's kind of this party vibe with kind of a 60s, 70s, 80s music.
Old people party.
Old people. When did I become an old person?
Like 6 days after you were born.
No, but they call it vintage now, the crap, and they call it the old songs or the oldies. When I was a kid, the oldies were the 50s. Now oldies are the 80s. What's happened to? I have no idea. And the 80s are 40 years ago. Holy crap. And I mean, there are people that are older than me and younger than me. And I remember back in my 30s thinking, I'm going to live forever. My life
Just
was
feels like it.
my life when I was in my 30s, it felt like I lived 2 or 3 lifetimes. Now it feels like I've lived a third of a life. And we heard this great quote this week, and you've probably heard it. And it's something about the days are slow, but the years are fast.
Days are long,
I,
but the years are short. Yeah.
I get it. I absolutely get it now.
I am so impressed that you remembered that quote.
Well, I remembered it wrong, but I
But
remember
it's still the
quote.
gist of it.
Yeah. It's just because it really impacted me. And the
Well,
older I get, the more things when they impact me, the more I remember
yeah.
them. And I am remembering things too.
So Amelia is the youngest of the 3 granddaughters, and so she's been talking about how she's growing really slow but very fast. And it's so funny to listen to this 30-year-old 4-year-old or
Yeah.
4-year-old 30-year-old talk about how because her sisters are older, so they're going to school now and they're doing things that she can't do, right? She's still the little one, but she's getting too big to be the little one now. So it's fun because she verbalizes everything, and she gets that from her grandfather, I think.
Yep. And she wears sunglasses and she's incredibly cool. And she can control her facial expressions, her emotions, and she's 4. Like it's crazy.
Plus, she can't always control her emotions, let's be honest.
No, but so this is going to be probably 2 weekends ago. She was ill and she's in bed. She got a fever. So she gets up and I'm like, hey, how you doing? She doesn't say anything. And then I'm like getting worried because she's just looking at me like a zombie. And I said, what's your name? And then she just kind of comes and she just touches my face. And I'm calling Christie. I'm like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I tell Zach, and Zach starts laughing. He's like, yeah, she does that. She'll pretend that there is this thing, and she's got it in her head. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she is funny. But she's not a morning person either. So when she first wakes up, there's no use in talking to her. I mean,
I'm pretty sure this was like a lunchtime. She'd already had a nap.
Yeah, but she was napping.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just getting over
it's not that she's not a morning person. She's not a waking up person.
Right.
So we've also been trying to show them shows from that their parents liked.
Mm-hmm.
That in that time frame. Obviously, Chuita's her television shows are very different, but they did have some Canadian and Canadian shows. I can't ever imagine.
And I wouldn't want to watch any Canadian.
No.
I've seen a lot of the stuff Canada puts out. It ain't good.
Well, there was The Friendly Giant, Mr. Dress Up. Those were good shows, I think, for children at the time. Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Like, come on. Mr.
Sesame Street back then was amazing.
Yeah, it's too bad what it's turned into. But Mr. Rogers, though, what a kind, good man. I mean, his wife says he wasn't a saint, but pretty flippin' close.
Who is a saint? Let's be honest.
That's true.
I mean, besides me.
I don't know if you could hear that, but I was just letting my breath out real slow.
Yeah, keep it up. It'll be the last time.
So how about children's shows? Do you remember? I remember a show with Hammy the hamster. Does anybody remember that?
Yes, and they were real. It was at live.
Yeah, it was like live action hamsters, and they would talk, and they were characters.
The hamsters weren't talking.
I watched their mouths move.
Yeah, I remember Hammy the hamster.
So who remembers that show? Because actually now I want to see that. Same as I was thinking about Hercules, the Great Hercules or something.
Yeah.
I found it on YouTube. And then I found out also, like Bluey, they made 4 to 7 minute episodes. And that was, so when they do syndication, they could just pack it up into different ways and pack it up. So that was cool. And then I saw it with Bluey. Holy cow. It's a massive production. Massive.
It's huge in Australia, even bigger than it is here.
The New Zoo Review Is that the Hammy the Hamster
I don't think
show?
so.
No, it doesn't sound
I
right.
think Hammy the Hamster was Hammy the Hamster. You'll have to look it up and see.
Can somebody help me out here? Is it Hammy the Hamster? No, it's ShamWow the Hamster. I don't know. Shammy the Hamster.
Oh dear.
Actually, that would be good, and is made of a chamois.
No.
Should we do a cartoon based upon Cappy, Mr. Cappy? I think Mr. Cappy and cappuccino or cafe and latte and maybe Bailey would make a fun show. Bluey's great.
The new zoo review. Nope, those characters do not. Oh, the frog kind of looks familiar.
Yeah, it almost
I
looks
don't
like
know.
what was that? Those guys.
Doug and Emmy Joe from the classic children's show.
Yeah, no, what was that show? And that may be them and from that show. What was that show with the crazy monsters? And it was like everybody was on acid. And it was in like the late 60s, early 70s. Help me out here. It was terrifying. Like from as a child, I was terrified of this show. It was not a happy show, but people liked it. And they had a flute and a witch and big monsters with their mouths open. Like,
It sounds like something you saw when you had mushrooms.
no, Morty Hoff, Sydney, Morton, Sydney, something like that. Help me out here. I have no idea. Go back to the chat so we can see here, please, because you've
I
changed
never got out.
things.
I never touched this.
Oh, okay. Hang
You
on
just
here.
didn't do it right. What
I
can I say?
did.
Mm-mm.
Oh, maybe. So hang on here. I'm going to find out. Chat.
Right there, chat. Okay. Oh, I used to love. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we've
We're
got
going to go
a
back
few.
here.
So boss says, "Hi, Paolo."
Look at the good day, sir.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Love Dukes of Hazzard. Obviously,
Wild
my
West.
favorite first one. Never saw
TV
Wild
dinner.
West.
We've never had a TV. I don't
Never.
think I've ever had a TV dinner. Actually,
Sit up straight.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
Good.
I
Hi,
don't know if
Cheryl.
I've ever had a TV dinner.
Hi,
I
Linda.
remember the idea of TV dinners. I remember the TV trays. We bought TV trays. Don't use them. But the TV tray is also different. Remember the wood ones? And
We've used them a few times. We just don't use them often.
we never bought the food that goes with it.
No.
Ever.
No.
So yeah, there's things
HR puffin stuff.
Thank you. That's exactly
Thanks,
it.
Linda. Do you remember the Hammy the Hamster one? Sammy the Hamster? I'm
No, it
pretty
was
sure
Hammy.
It was Hammy
It was
the
Hammy
Hamster.
the hamster.
HR puffin stuff. Absolutely.
Thank you. That was
Yeah.
terrifying for me. Hugely terrifying. And even now, the idea of HR puffin stuff scares
Making
the
them
crap
sweat.
out of me. I am sweating. And I've got the AC on. Yeah, we absolutely need AC right now.
It's hot.
It is going to be a very, very, very hot summer this year. The hottest that we've been through. We just went through the hottest winter. It's going to be the hottest summer. And it's not because we're getting older. We are. But no, there is something that has changed. The other day we were going home. And it felt like a blow dryer on high. We have never experienced that here. We did experience that in Phoenix.
John and I were just walking from the office to the house, and
very strange. But yeah, loving my yerba mate.
the bear called Jeremy.
What is the bear called Jeremy?
I don't know. That's what Cheryl just posted.
Cheryl, you're going to have to explain that to us. We don't know. Now, is that the name of the show or the bear was called Jeremy? I don't know.
She has a son named Jeremy, so that's why she'd remember it.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's a show about her son.
No, he's not a bear.
He isn't. He's a good kid. So yeah, I don't know. But then she called her kid Jeremy.
So she liked the bear.
Why did I call my son Zachary? Oh yeah, because somebody yelled out his name in anger at a mall when I was buying a computer system, a video game system when Christie was pregnant with him.
It was the show. The bear called Jeremy was a show. I want to say I sort of recall it. I'd have to see a picture.
See, I also grew up in Sault Ste. Marie until I was maybe 10 years old.
Yeah, those Ontario people got nothing.
No. We were right on the border of the U.S., so it was pretty much all U.S. shows. Remember in the old days, you had two channels or two dials. You had the VHF and the UHF. Nobody had an idea what UHF did, but you just get... But it was like two different dials on that television. And it was manual television. It was before the days of clickers. Oh, gosh darn it. I found out that the very first, one of the first clicker techs was based on sound. So they had these little resonant frequencies in the remote, and when you clicked it, it made a sound, and the TV picked it up. Like, that was crazy. Like, that was a great invention, but then it went electronic.
Yep. Hammy the hamster.
Who picked up It Was Once Upon a Hamster? No, that's 95. That's not.
This is
No, that was Once Upon a Hamster was
yeah.
from 95.
Hammy.
Was it called Hammy the Hamster?
No, just Hammy hamster.
There you go.
Hammy hamster was what it was called.
I love that show. It was fascinating to
We'll
watch.
have to show the kids. I think they'd probably like it.
Just to watch little animals. How many times do you have to film? Like Milo and Otis, if you watch that show, it took 7 years to create, and it went through many iterations of pets, etc., along the way. Like, that's just fascinating to me. 7 years to create a movie.
Oh, Telmex is my friend now. Man, we waited a week for Telmex to show up at our house.
Telmex gets the finger from us.
And then finally, I don't know how many times Shirley was on the phone with them. Oh, we can't do anything. The folio is still open. Oh, we can't do anything. It's still open. The technicians can still come.
It's like, your child has been kidnapped. Yes, we understand.
You've already
But
told us once. Just let it go
just
until
let
we
it go, because
have
until the
time.
time happens, we can't help you with your kidnapped
So
child.
yeah, I was not impressed. And now I'm getting all these constant, oh, rate us.
Yeah, you get a 1 star.
I will
you
say
suck.
the
Telmex,
young-
you suck.
The young man that came to the house though yesterday
He was
was
great.
wonderful.
Which sucks, because you want to rate him high, but you can't rate Telmex high, because Telmex sucks.
But we have no. So I will say though, I have to do a shout out to Amanda who lives next door to us.
Yes.
She let us use her internet. She brought over a booster because she's a lot away because there's an empty lot between our house and the house that she rents, or a suite that she rents. And so she put a booster in our kitchen, and that gave us internet until Telmex was able to come. So
God
thank
bless
goodness.
you,
Otherwise,
Amanda.
John would have been even grumpier.
No. I just would have used my cell phone, because I was using my cell phone, but I could only do the video at 144, which is kind of like you're watching it on a potato.
No, it's
Yeah.
nothing like a potato.
You filmed it with a potato camera. And this is another thing. My God, I've been watching way, way, way too much television. We did not watch television from the time we moved to Mexico until your parents came and told us about The Biggest Loser. Until that time, we didn't even watch television.
No, we had video, like, movies and stuff that we had.
Because this is before on-demand streaming and all that crap that's destroyed our culture. And it really has destroyed our culture.
Before Netflix, which we don't have anymore.
Yeah, you've got BCAD and then BNAN after Netflix and before Netflix. So, and before Facebook and YouTube and all of that crap. Like, my God, there are so many ways to keep us distracted now, which is what they'll do. Sorry.
Told you. He can't. He just can't.
No, but when you think about all of the ways everything ties together, it just sucks, guys. Like, we're in the last days of a culture. We are. It's very sad. Oh, well. Even Mexico has changed so much in the last 23 years that we've been here. Like, in the old days when you would walk around Bucerias, you would go by these half-built houses, and there were dirt floors in there, and the people were living on dirt floors, like in downtown Bucerias. And now it's like a developed city in so many ways.
Jeremy the Bear. It's real. You're not crazy, Cheryl.
And they have a theme song. And it's called A Bear Called Jeremy.
Yeah, so there you go.
Who knew? So any other TV shows you want to share with us that are kind of obscure? Because if you do,
I don't
know
know
where to
though,
find
that
it.
I've ever seen that bear.
Yeah.
Anyways, see?
Oh yeah, I've never watched that ever. I've never ever seen that. It looks like a like
It almost
Rudolph
looks
the
like
Red
claymation.
Deer. Yeah, the red Rudolph the Red Deer. Yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From the
that's
late
what
60s,
that's what that
mid-60s.
looks like. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. It does not look familiar. And if I did see it, it was just in passing, thinking, "Oh, that looks weird. I'm not watching that one."
So now you go back in the original time, back in the 30s and 40s. It was all hand drawn, frame to frame. Then what they did is they did the front would be changing, but the back would stay the same, and they could make things a little faster.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo, things like that is kind of where that
I like
entered
Scooby Doo
in.
too.
Yeah.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
And
Hi,
then
Marie, and hi, Karina.
and then we got to the computer part, kind of blocky, choppy. Then they added the 3D. Then now kind of Bluey is kind of the beginning of the end because now with AI,
Nobody's drawing things anymore. You
with
don't have to.
AI, you can get Hollywood quality movies by prompting it.
But you can see you can look at people and they look real.
Yeah,
I mean, you can tell they're AI, but they look real. It's just
and it's
terrifying.
just getting better and better
Pole
and better.
position cartoon based on the video game.
I remember the video game. I don't remember the TV show.
I think I do because my brothers would have watched it. See, those kinds of things. I liked cute, cuddly things and girly things.
So probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I was in ChatGPT and I asked the question, give me the top shows from the mid 60s to the late 70s. And it gave me a list of 50, then a list of 100, and a list of 250. The worst part was I knew almost every single one of those.
We're talking both cartoons and TV shows. We started out by talking about the TV shows that we all liked. And then because we're all children at heart, it just evolved into cartoons. And then also we were also talking about breakfasts and what we liked. If you had the opportunity to come home for lunch, what you ate at lunchtime. So we've kind of gone into that a little bit. Cheryl said that Sheldon hated the song, but I won. Play the show song. I think he was made of yarn. I'll play it later and see if I recognize the song. And Ree says she liked Dark Shadows, the original.
Ooh, don't know that at all. Do you know that? Dark Shadows? No. Once again, we're Canadian. We got a lot of the top stuff, but the bottom stuff we never got. Sorry.
And then it
Canadian content.
It also depended on what TV package you had, right? If you had cable with a lot of things, if you had satellite, so
Those days were weird.
When we were young, we just had probably the basic TV because my parents, of course, felt like everybody that we were already watching too much TV and get your butts outside and go play on the bikes we bought you. So,
and for the most part, there's a lot of truth in that because I remember being out all the time on my bikes with the kids. You'd know where everybody was because all the bikes were on a lawn. Like, it was crazy times. I loved that.
Reese said, I could never get into Ren and Stimpy or Nervous and Butthead.
No.
I think you mean Beavis and Butthead. No, I never watched any of those ones either.
Never.
No.
And that is kind of the whole thing, right? There are tons. The sense of humor that people had. Yeah. Like, there were still, once again.
Is your shirt on backwards or is it just a weird? No, it isn't. It's just a weird.
An N of one.
Tight collar.
It'd be weird to put a pocket and a little horsey on the front.
Polo. Fancy.
No, I think we got it at Costco.
No, I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones we got that time we went shopping in.
Oh, Arizona.
Arizona. We got you a few polo T-shirts. I still wish I could get my hands on SCTV. That was a Friday night show here.
Yeah. If you go to mex.me/movies, all small letters, you're going to see this site. It's going to bring you to a link to all of these.
Streaming platform. It's not the most intuitive to use. But
no, it is. And you definitely want a VPN.
Like 3 channels. Yeah, I think that's what we had too, Cheryl, when we were growing up.
But you can see the old SCTVs. I think there's a whole bunch on YouTube as well.
Would you need a VPN if you lived in the States?
Yeah, you do. Because otherwise, there's some pretty nasty cartoons or commercials that show up because you're in the realm of the
dark web.
Not
really.
Yeah,
no. Some of the pictures that show up really briefly, it's like, oh my god.
They're cartoon drawn, but still not the best.
Stupid spell correct. I didn't catch it in time, and the drawings were icky, too angular. But see, there's still cartoons like that people like. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I like the Disney, sweet and cuddly and.
Ooh, like the princess one that they had to cancel because somebody drew some phallic symbols on the front. The Under the Sea one.
Little Mermaid?
Yeah, Little Mermaid. Like, they banned the cover of it for they had to change it because and the Disney animator that did that, it got fired because it was pretty brutal what he did.
Well, hopefully they weren't too angular.
Oh, they were angular.
Yeah, there's a lot, and this is something that we said earlier too, Ree, is that there's a lot of absolute garbage on TV. And so I know that we're very particular, my kids are, with what my grandkids watch.
Yep.
And so we are also, when they're over, very, hi Donna,
Hello.
very, very conscious of what they're watching. And
Bluey, hands down, is the best in the world right now as
it's
far as I'm
just
concerned for children's
so
programming.
cute, so clean, so real. Like, it's, I know they're dogs. I know that they're puppies, so don't think I think that they're real people.
Healers are real.
Blue healer. Well, all the dogs technically that they're using are real. They're all based on a
but
dog.
the family is based on real dogs that really exist. In fact, I think it is Glenn and Tanya's dog.
I'm sorry.
I do. No, they've got healers, and yeah. Now, Christie's dog in dog years is like 105 years old. Like, it's crazy how old she is.
Apparently now the dog years depends on the size of the dog also.
No, but she is
She's old.
like, she walks slow. She does whatever she wants. And it is, but then she loves Amanda more than you now, I believe.
Well, Amanda feeds her, like hand feeds her. I say, if you want food, eat it out of the dish. You're a dog.
Yeah. Well, you do the same thing to me.
At least I give you a knife and fork.
It is true.
And
I don't use them.
I don't. Yeah. And I don't make you
Go for walks.
sit on the floor and eat.
That's true.
I wouldn't allow my kids to watch Family Guy or The Simpsons. No, we never watched those as we never let our kids watch. We were really particular about what our kids watched too. So now, I mean, I'm sorry with what they watch, but they're
Funny
all adults.
story about that. So my children were very, very young at the time. Zach would have been 6, Kenzie 4, kind of in that time zone. Kind of when Diana died, in that time frame. Princess Diana. So it's probably 10, 11 o'clock at night. We've got friends. We're upstairs. We're talking. Kids are downstairs watching TV. We never worried about the kids because Zach was the best babysitter of what is good, what is bad. He was a great decider. So all of a sudden, Kenzie comes upstairs. They killed Jesus. And she is just sobbing. So
unfortunately, they watched...
it was...
What's the name of that movie?
Like the Passion... It wasn't
the Passion of the Christ. Yes. And that is not something I would have... They were a little older.
Yeah.
But that is not something that I would have ever let my kids watch alone.
Yeah.
Just because it's such an emotional movie.
But yeah, Zach really dropped the ball on that one. I don't remember why we were... Maybe Zach was sleeping. Maybe. But yeah, Zach was a very good big brother for his kids. For his siblings.
He was. We really... Rhea is just saying larger hunting or herding dogs live typically 3 years shorter than small dogs, and those fed traditional kibble with or without fresh or table included also have higher incidence of cancer. Correlation? Probably. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like our food as a human. We're eating the same damn crap.
My dogs grew up on kibble, but Bailey rarely will eat it.
But she's a lot better now.
Spoiled little dog.
Because obviously we eat more meat now, so the dog
so she gets a lot more meat.
But she's still allergic to chicken.
The Passion of
bizarre.
the Christ. Yeah. With Jim Caviezel,
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
now they're doing the second part, like Mel Gibson. Like, we're talking 30, 40 years later. How do you do that?
Probably 20.
They're doing like the final 40 days of his life.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And he's doing it because Mel Gibson is an old man now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're all older. I mean, when you're looking at all of your heroes as a child are dead, it's like, what do you do, right? Like even the musicians from the 80s, if they're in their 30s, you add 40, 50 years, you all get old. We all getting old. And that is why when I was 33, why we moved to Mexico. My dad had died. I lost my job. And I just said, what the hell are we doing here? We keep playing this game like eventually I'm going to do something
Waiting for the video signal.
someday. Those days are done. So, yeah, that is why we moved to Mexico.
Interesting. Yours is saying it's waiting for the video signal.
I must have said something to flag the, what are those words?
Mine get kibble and table scraps, plus hunt bunnies and sometimes pheasants or birds they
I
catch.
love that. When Bailey was pregnant, she would hunt for pigeons. We had a chicken coop, and she would go in, and they weren't like real pigeons. They were the ones that people eat.
Those palomas, those gray ones
They
with
got
the
a black stripe around their neck or white
collars.
stripe. I don't know. She would figure out that if they go once across, they would be able to fly up high. But if she would go this way, they would go the other way, then they would quickly fall. They'd lose their energy very fast.
Very interesting to
and
me.
she would go in, and then she would kill them.
Oh.
And she's burying them in her yard, like, because she would do that for her puppies. She knew, but the night that she gave birth, she killed a possum.
Well, and part of the litter. Boy, those little things are
disgusting. They're like little dinosaurs. But yeah, we're done. Because we could go and talk all day, and this is really the only talking that we do. We don't talk all day.
You say that all the time. I wish. I mean, I wish that you wouldn't say that.
Sure.
All right, you guys, we're going to let you all go.
But please, in the comments below.
Good morning, Sherry. 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Great gardening weather. Yeah, it's a little warmer than that here.
But please, down below, give us your favorite TV shows, what you've liked, and also the food that you ate when you watched it. So we're curious about that because I'm really starting to watch these videos from the 80s and 70s and remembering my childhood and getting very, very nostalgic. It's weird.
It's because he's getting older.
I am getting older.
All right, you guys, thanks for joining us today. It was fun, all the interaction. This is what we like when you guys do this with us. Have a great